to have Staria along that journey. We wouldn't have got to where we are now without that. It's been us working together. It's been our business problems and our ideas, Staria's solution and support in developing those solutions, been excellent. Hi, my name's Phil Powell. I'm the Purchasing and IT Director of PSV Glass Glazing, who are Europe's largest installer and distributor of glass to the public serving vehicle industry. It's a family-owned business and currently employs 350 staff in total, 150 of which are installers. We operate from 6 distribution centres based across the UK and Ireland, and we're stocking over 19,000 different items of glass. So inventory management is at the core of what we do, because if we've got to stock out, it means that a customer's vehicle is probably not going to run and therefore is costing an operator money. It's important that we get to that vehicle as quickly as possible with the right piece of glass the first time, or we'll lose the work to a competitor. The company came to a point where we needed to change our existing software package. It wasn't scalable and it wasn't coping with the growth of the business and development. We chose NetSuite because it offered an end-to-end solution with a financial core that we could see that we could develop operationally to suit how we traded in the market. And we found that Staria were very open to what we wanted to do, even though they weren't out-of-the-box solutions. Many times I've suggested how to solve a problem to be put right by them. We could solve it in this way. It's invaluable. Part of what we've done with Oracle NetSuite is to give us the visibility of our supply chain and be able to manage our inventory. And more importantly, to be able to identify at the beginning of our process for a customer call, the piece of glass that's required for that vehicle to get a first-time fix. It's not just about knowing the right glass. We also have to match the skill sets of our fitters with the installation of the particular piece of glass. So what we've developed inside of NetSuite is a skill set match. And when we schedule our jobs through to the schedulers, they too can see that the part is matched to the skill set of the fitters and therefore allocate the right fitters to the job. Our success rate is hugely better than it ever was. Around about 96% of first-time pick delivery installation completed end-to-end. Prior to that, probably low 70%. So it's been hugely different. As a business, I think the sharing of data has always been very important to us. Staria and Naviloq's approach to BI as a service is critical. We've got a partner working with us on developing solutions that we would not be able to develop ourselves. They're suggestive, they're helpful. I've actually had conversations with them about how I perceive data to be presented, and they've come back and presented something that's far better than my own suggestion. Our teams always look to buy into improvement. And I think to be able to visually present data is more embracing for people to understand rather than just pure numbers. We take great pleasure out of publishing a new visualization. Everybody buys into it, and the best thing is people ask questions. The more questions about what the graphics mean, what's behind the graphics, they can answer these themselves or they can ask us. We've done 2 major developments already with Naviloq. The first one was all based around procurement, which was all about creating an automated process. Previously, we'd constructed this in a spreadsheet. The spreadsheet was created every 2 weeks, and even having produced it, we could still introduce manual errors. Making it systematic would eliminate the human error, would produce the data on demand. So instead of having it once every other week, we could have it whenever we wanted to. And having delivered the brief, they delivered the solution. And that has transformed our purchasing team. Productivity to us and utilisation of our workforce is hugely important. And visualising it in terms of what our teams have been scheduled to do and how they're performing was a challenge. We can now visualise graphically the performance of a team out in the field as to what they were given to do in any one day and how they performed around what they were given. That then enables us to look at two other things. Are our schedulers optimising those teams most efficiently? And are the teams also working to the efficient plan that they've been given? So that's been revolutionary. Everything that PSV Glass has wanted to develop and wanted to do has always been based around doing something that we do better. We've requested things from Staria that I could never have believed were achievable inside of Oracle NetSuite when we first bought it. Their depth of knowledge, their skills, their script writing, their understanding of our business has been critical to us. And they've understood our business and they've engaged with us. They didn't just sell Oracle NetSuite to us, they've remained engaged with us. And they're part of our journey, and they're a very important part of our journey. Do you like that? What I would like to say and about Staria also is they don't walk away from a problem. So we've had lots of business problems that we've wanted to solve. And one of the things I enjoy doing is solving business problems, and they've helped us along that journey. They've engaged with us and enjoyed solving the problems.